Hello, my name is Sam. I am 12 years old. Today is a very special day for me, because today is my first football match ever. I feel excited, but also a little nervous. I started playing football only 2 months ago. I joined a small football club near my home. The club name is Green Stars. I always watched football on TV, but playing in a real match is different. In the morning, I woke up early. I ate breakfast with my family. My mom said, "Good luck. Sam, just enjoy the game." My dad smiled and said, "Play with your heart." I wore my football uniform. It was green and white. Then I went to the club. When I arrived, I saw my teammates. Everyone was warming up, running, stretching, passing the ball. The field looked big. The sky was clear. It was a perfect day for football. Our team captain is Leo. Leo is 14 years old. He is strong and confident. Before the match started, Leo called us together. He said, "Listen, team. This match is important. We must work together." He looked at me and said, "Sam, this is your first match, right?" I nodded. He smiled kindly. "Don't worry. Just follow the plan." Then he gave instructions. "Pass the ball quickly. Don't be afraid. Help each other. Always run back to defend. Believe in yourself." I felt better. I said to myself, "I can do this." The referee blew the whistle. We eat. The match started. The other team was called Red Tigers. They looked very fast. In the first minutes, they attacked strongly. I tried to stay calm. I ran and watched the ball carefully. But suddenly, a Red Tigers player kicked the ball hard. Goal 1-0. My team was losing. I felt shocked. I thought, "Oh no, already." Leo shouted, "Come on, team. Keep going." We tried again. We passed the ball. We moved forward. But the other team was very strong. After 20 minutes, Red Tigers attacked again. Our defense made a mistake. The ball went into our net. Goal again, 2-0. I couldn't believe it. My heart was beating fast. I felt sad. Some teammates looked tired. Some looked angry. The first half was almost over. The referee blew the whistle. Halftime. We walked back slowly. We sat on the bench. Everyone was quiet. We were losing point to goals. No goals for us. I looked at the ground. I thought, maybe we are not good enough. Then Leo stood up. He looked at all of us. His voice was strong. He said, "Team, listen to me. This is not the end. We are not losing because we are weak. We are losing because we are afraid." He pointed to his chest. Football is not only legs, it is heart. Then he looked at me again. "Sam, this is your first match, but you are part of this team. Do you want to give up?" I shook my head quickly. "No," Leo smiled. "Good," he said, "we still have one half. We can change everything. We can score. We can fight. We can win." Everyone started to look up. I felt something inside me. Hope. Energy. Leo shouted, "Let's play like champions." We all stood up and shouted, "Green Stars." The referee blew the whistle again. The second half started. This time we played differently. We passed better. We ran faster. We helped each other. Leo was everywhere on the field. He was shouting, "Nice pass, good job. Keep moving." I felt more confident now. Then Leo passed the ball to me. I was surprised. The ball came fast. I controlled it. I looked ahead. A defender was coming. I remembered Leo's words, "Don't be afraid." I moved to the left, then to the right. I passed the defender. I was running toward the goal. My teammates shouted, "Shoot!" I kicked the ball hard. The goalkeeper jumped, but goal to -1. We scored. My first goal ever. I couldn't believe it. I raised my arms. My teammates ran to me. They hugged me. Leo smiled proudly. "Great job, Sam," the crowd clapped. I felt like a hero. Now the match was exciting. Only one goal difference. We had hope. We kept attacking. Red Tigers looked nervous now. They made mistakes. We were stronger. 5 minutes before the end, Leo got the ball. He ran forward. Two defenders tried to stop him. He passed one, then the other. He was close to the goal. He kicked the ball. Goal to -2. We tied the match. Everyone was shouting. The bench was jumping. The coach was smiling. But the match was not finished. Only 1 minute left. We wanted to win. In the last seconds, we got a corner kick. Leo stood near the ball. He looked at us. He shouted, "This is our chance." He kicked the ball high. It flew into the box. I jumped, I headed the ball. And goal, 3-2. We won. The referee blew the final whistle. Game over. We did it. We came back from 2-0. We won 3-2. I was tired. But I was so happy. Leo came to me and said, "Sam, you were amazing today." I smiled. I said, "Thank you, Captain." I will never forget this match. That day, I learned something important. Never give up. Believe in yourself. Teamwork is everything. And that was my first football match and the best day of my life.
Tonight, we venture into the heart of London, where a mystery has unfolded that has baffled the entire city. It all started one morning when people awoke to shocking news. The world's largest museum, the Royal History Museum, was suddenly closed. The reason? A famous diamond, known as the Blue Star Diamond, had been stolen. This wasn't just any jewel, it was one of the most valuable in the world. And the way it disappeared was what made this case truly chilling. No alarms rang, no windows were broken. It was a perfect crime. Enter Detective Leo Carter, the sharpest investigator in the country. Known for his calm demeanor and his uncanny ability to spot the smallest details, he was the city's last hope. His assistant, Mia, burst into his office, out of breath. "Detective Leo, the Blue Star Diamond is gone." Leo stood up, his expression serious. "A stolen diamond from the safest museum in the world." Mia nodded frantically. "The police are completely stumped." "They need you." Without another word, Leo grabbed his coat. "Then let's go." The museum was eerily silent. The guards looked pale and nervous. The museum's director, Mr. Harrison, spoke with a tremor in his voice. That diamond was locked behind thick, reinforced glass. "It's impossible. No one could touch it." Detective Leo walked calmly toward the empty display case. The glass was indeed intact. He whispered to himself, "Interesting." Mia, looking puzzled, asked, "How could someone steal it without breaking the glass?" Leo knelt, scanning the floor. Then he saw it. A single, tiny drop of water. "A drop?" Mia said, confused. Leo nodded. "Yes, and that means something." Detective Leo gathered everyone who was present in the museum last night. There are only 3 people who are here, he announced. Mr. Harrison introduced them. James, the diligent night guard. Clara, the quiet museum cleaner, and Dr. Felix, a visiting scientist. Leo observed each of them carefully. James insisted, I did my rounds all night. I swear. Clara added nervously, I only cleaned the floors. I didn't touch a thing. Dr. Felix simply smiled. I was studying ancient stones, not diamonds. Leo remained silent, his keen eyes watching their every move. Returning to the scene of the crime, Leo noticed something else. The air in the room was cold. Mia shivered. Why is it so cold in here? Leo's eyes narrowed, scanning the room until they landed on a small, unfamiliar device near the wall. What is that? Mia asked. Leo picked it up. It's a freezing device. Mia gasped. Freezing? But why? Leo's voice was low and deliberate. To freeze the glass. If you cool glass to an extreme temperature, it becomes incredibly brittle. You can then remove a section of it quietly without shattering the whole pane. Mia's eyes widened. So the thief used science. Leo nodded. And only one of our suspects is a scientist. Leo then walked back into the hallway, his eyes fixed on the floor. A faint smile appeared on his face. What is it? Mia asked. Footprints, he said. They were small and faint, but they were wet. Leo followed the trail, which led them to a storage room. Inside, they found a box. Mia opened it carefully, and there it was, a single black glove and a small piece of blue fabric. Leo examined the fabric. This is from a lab coat. Mia's realization was instant. Dr. Felix wears a lab coat. It was time to set a trap. Leo called the 3 suspects back into the room. I know who stole the diamond, he stated calmly. The room went still. James blurted out, who? Clara looked terrified. Only Dr. Felix remained composed. Leo continued. The thief used advanced freezing technology. At that moment, Dr. Felix blinked. It was a tiny, almost imperceptible reaction, but Leo saw it. He smiled. That reaction tells me everything. He turned and pointed directly at the scientist. It was you, Dr. Felix. Dr. Felix laughed, a hollow sound. You have no proof. Leo held up the glove and the piece of blue fabric. Oh, but I do. And I also know that the diamond is hidden in your science bag right now. The police immediately opened the bag, and there it was, sparkling under the light. The blue star diamond. Dr. Felix's face darkened. Yes, I stole it, he confessed. But why? Mia asked, her voice soft. The scientist sighed, defeated. I wanted to sell it. I was tired of being a poor, forgotten researcher. Leo looked at him, not with triumph, but with a hint of sadness. A crime may look perfect, he said, but the smallest detail, the tiniest mistake, can unravel it all. Dr. Felix was arrested, the museum was safe, and the world was in awe of how Detective Leo solved one of the greatest crimes in history. Later, Mia smiled at her boss. You did it again, detective? Leo looked out the window at the bustling city. Every mystery has an answer, Mia. You just need to know where to look. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more mysteries.
In a faraway jungle, hidden deep behind giant mountains, there was a secret place called Dino World. It was a land where dinosaurs still lived, a land of towering T-Rexes, gentle Triceratops, and speedy velociraptors. One day, a brave young boy named Leo discovered an old, dusty map in his grandfather's attic. The map had a single message written on it. The lost dinosaur world is real, but only the fearless can enter. Leo's eyes widened with excitement. I have to see it, he exclaimed. The very next morning, Leo packed his backpack with water, snacks, and a trusty flashlight. He followed the map's twisting path through thick jungle trees, past strange, giant footprints, and toward the sound of loud, echoing roars. Suddenly, boom! The ground shook violently. Leo froze in his tracks. A moment later, bursting out of the bushes, a colossal T-Rex appeared. Its eyes were as big as plates, and its teeth were as sharp as daggers. Leo whispered, his voice trembling, "Oh no." The dinosaur let out a deafening roar that shook the very leaves on the trees. R-A-A-W-R. Leo didn't wait for a second invitation. He turned and ran as fast as his legs could carry him. The T-Rex gave chase, crashing through the jungle behind him. Trees fell like twigs and birds scattered in every direction. Leo scrambled over rocks and slid under fallen branches, his heart pounding at his chest. Just when it seemed like the T-Rex was about to catch him, a loud voice shouted from nearby. This way. Leo turned and saw a small, green dinosaur, a baby velociraptor. The little dinosaur was surprisingly friendly and looked incredibly smart, without hesitation. Leo followed it into a hidden cave tucked behind a waterfall. The T-Rex stopped outside, roaring in frustration, but it was too big to fit through the narrow entrance. Inside the cave, Leo leaned against the wall, catching his breath. I'm safe." The baby dinosaur made a happy little sound and seemed to smile. Leo looked down at the little creature. "You saved me, thank you," the dinosaur replied with a cheerful chirp. Chirp, Leo laughed, feeling a wave of relief. "I think I'll call you Rico." At the sound of his new name, Rico jumped up and down excitedly. Together, Leo and his new friend walked deeper into Dino World. It was a breathtaking sight. They saw herds of long-necked dinosaurs drinking from a sparkling river, graceful pterosaurs soaring through the sky, and massive volcanoes looming in the distance. It was beautiful, but also very dangerous. Suddenly, the ground started shaking again, much harder this time. Thick black smoke billowed into the air from the largest volcano. It was waking up. Rico looked terrified all around them. Dinosaurs began to panic, running in every direction. Leo shouted over the noise. "We have to help them." He spotted several baby dinosaurs trapped near a cliff where rocks were, starting to fall. Without thinking, Leo sprinted over and started moving the smaller ones to safety. Meanwhile, Rico let out a series of loud, sharp chirps, calling other dinosaurs to help, working as a team. They guided everyone away from the danger and toward a safe, open clearing. After a few tense minutes, the volcano's rumbling subsided. The jungle felt quiet once more. All the dinosaurs gathered around Leo and Rico, a silent crowd of gratitude. Even the giant T-Rex appeared, but this time it didn't roar. Instead, it slowly bowed its massive head in a sign of respect. Leo smiled, looking at the peaceful scene. I guess Dino World isn't just about danger. He looked at his new friend. It's about courage, friendship, and protecting each other. Rico chirped happily in agreement. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of orange and purple, Leo looked at his map again. A glowing, golden path had appeared, leading back toward the mountains. It was time to go home. He knelt beside Rico. "I'll never forget you," he said softly. Rico rubbed its head against Leo's hand one last time. Leo walked out of the shimmering path, and in a flash, he was back in the familiar jungle just outside his town. The secret world had vanished behind the mountains as if it were never there. As he walked home, Leo whispered to himself, "One day, I'll return." And so Leo became the first kid to ever survive the Lost Dinosaur World adventure. Thanks for joining us on this amazing journey. If you loved Leo and Rico's story, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more incredible adventures. See you next time.
In a small town, there lived a teenage boy named Kai. Kai wasn't famous. He wasn't strong. He was just a normal student. Every morning, he walked to school alone. Kai always felt like something was missing in his life. One day, he said to himself, "I want an adventure. Something exciting," but he didn't know his life was about to change forever. After school, Kai went to an old bookstore. The place was dusty and silent. The owner was an old man with strange eyes. As Kai browsed, he saw a book glowing on a shelf. The title was The Secret City Above the Clouds. Kai reached out and touched the book. Suddenly, the lights in the shop flickered. The old man whispered, "That book chooses its reader." Kai felt a shiver run down his spine. He asked, "What does that mean?" But the old man said nothing more. Confused but intrigued, Kai bought the book and ran home. That night, Kai sat in his room and opened the book. Tucked inside, there was a map, a golden map. And a message was written on it. Find the city before the moon disappears. A deep voice echoed from the door. Only the chosen may enter. With a new sense of purpose, Kai stepped forward. The massive door slowly creaked open. A bright light burst out, and before they knew it, they were falling through the sky. When Kai opened his eyes, he was floating. Fluffy white clouds were beneath him, and above. There was a city made of gold and crystal. Flying ships moved silently through the air between magnificent towers. People in shining robes walked on bridges of light. Kai couldn't speak. This is impossible. He finally managed to whisper. Myra smiled beside him. Welcome to Erythea, the secret city. They landed softly on a central plaza. Immediately, guards in gleaming armor surrounded them. A tall, graceful woman approached. She was the Queen, Myra. You returned, the Queen said, her voice full of authority. Kai trembled. What shadow? Just as he asked, the bright sky turned dark. A loud, terrifying roar shook the entire city. Its eyes burned with a menacing red light. People on the streets screamed and ran for cover. The Queen shouted, "The Shadow Dragon has returned." Myra grabbed Kai's arm, pulling him along. "We must go to the Sky Tower," she urged. Kai ran with her, his heart pounding in his chest. The dragon screamed again, its voice booming across the city, "Give me the book, or the city will fall." Kai held the book tightly against his chest. They raced through the city and finally reached the tallest tower. At the very top, a massive, glowing crystal pulsed with a gentle light. Myra spoke quickly, out of breath. This crystal is the heart of the city. It gives Erythea its life. Kai looked from the crystal to the dragons circling outside. What do I do? He asked desperately. Myra pointed at the book in his hands. Read the final words. The book will know what to do. Kai opened the last page. Only one sentence was written there. The chosen must speak with courage. He looked at the terrifying dragon, and his hands shook with fear. But then he thought about his old life. Always quiet, always afraid, always wishing for something more. This was his moment. This was his adventure. Taking a deep breath, Kai shouted at the beast, I am not afraid anymore. As he spoke, the book began to shine with an intense light. Light exploded from its pages, engulfing him. The dragon roared in fury. A wave of darkness slammed into the tower, but Kai stood strong. Myra stood beside him, her face full of determination. Together, she yelled. Kai raised the book high above his head. The crystal at the top of the tower responded to the book's power.